I'm gonna style my hair with every attachment of the Wavytalk Airshape Pro, as well as go over all of the features and even compare it with the Shark FlexFusion. My quick summary, this is extremely well built and a lot quieter than other air tools that I've used, and it's not like a high-pitched noise. It's also just as powerful, if not more powerful, and the controls, like the buttons, are extremely intuitive, which is also not always the case. So I'm gonna demonstrate everything. Wavytalk sent this to me so that I could do a video and really show you how it works. So let's get into it. Here's the Airshape Pro handle, and the cord just free spins so it never gets tangled. This is where the air comes in, and periodically you want to clean any dust off. 3 airflow settings, low, medium, and high. 3 temperature settings, cool, warm, and hot. This temperature ring lights up with real-time feedback, which is especially helpful during the cool shot. This is the power switch and cool shot, and it makes this whole thing very easy to operate because your hand doesn't have to move around and try to find different buttons. You do a cool shot at the end of your style, and then immediately turn it off. On the back is where you unlock to release the attachments. You can kind of see it right there. This also comes with a nice storage bag, a few hair clips, and cleaning tools. It has one of these plugs, so if it's not working, press test and reset. For attachments, there's the 1.2-inch auto wrapping curlers, the volumizing oval brush, the smoothing paddle brush, and the high-speed dryer. Let me show you the auto wrapping curlers. Before starting, hair needs to be 80% dry, so I'm gonna use the fast drying concentrator. For curling, I'll use hot and high speed. In 1/2 to 1-inch sections, I'm going to hold the barrel towards the end of my hair and let it kind of get a grip. Then slowly move the barrel towards my hair and hold for about 15 seconds. Then do a cooling shot for 5 to 10 seconds, and then turn the tool off and then remove it from my hair. Then you just repeat the process. You might want to change barrels if you want to change direction of curl per side of your head. And I know it's hard, but you want to leave your hair for as long as possible before kind of running your fingers through it so the curls can really set. If the auto wrap is not kind of grabbing onto all your hair, it may be too big of a section or the hair might be too wet. I just finished both sides, so now I'm gonna let it sit. I did use mousse and hairspray throughout the process, but I think it kind of weighed my hair down, and when it finished, it was a little crunchy, but I was able to run my fingers through a bunch of times and kind of break up any crunch. If I kind of twist it with my fingers, the curls are kind of coming back to life. So I'm really happy with this, and I think just experimenting with different like hair products to get the right amount of hold without too much crunch will definitely help, but it was really easy to use the curler. For the smoothing paddle brush, hair needs to be 80% dry, so I'm going to use the fast drying concentrator. Now I'm going to take the paddle brush and go slowly from my roots to the ends. And for a little curl at the end, I can flip the brush and just make sure there's some tension on there, and that just gives it a little bit of shape. This does a really good job smoothing my hair, and just to help with any frizz and flyaways, I try to make sure that the air coming out is always guided kind of downwards, so that way as it's blowing the little frizz straight, it's just laying the way that I want it to. I'm really impressed with how straight and smooth this got my hair. Definitely pointing it downwards helps all the little pieces not to kind of frizz up, and you don't want to do too many passes on dry hair, but I feel like the finishing 1 or 2 passes that I did really helped to just flatten out any of the little frizz that I do have. If I just blow dry my hair without having that tension, it just has so many little pieces, but I feel like it's super minimal, and that was very easy to do. For the volumizing oval brush, just start with damp, towel-dried hair. To get volume with this brush, it goes under the hair and kind of push up at the root. Get some tension, and if your hair is long enough, you actually want to wrap it around the brush. Then moving slowly down the hair and rotating it at the ends. Again, just to add a little bit of a shape. Then do a 5 to 10 second cool shot just to set that shape, and then remove the brush and try to leave that curl in for as long as possible before moving it. I love the shape this adds to my hair with the curve. I can get the little flip at the end, and it styles my bangs super easily. And it still does a great job really smoothing out any frizz. My hair looks very sleek and styled, but it's just super easy to use that tool. In comparison to the Shark FlexFusion, there are a lot of things about this Wavytalk Airshape Pro that I like. The first is extremely noticeable. This is so much quieter. The Shark FlexFusion is very loud and very high pitch. It's hard to listen to. And you have to use it for a while when you're styling your hair, especially curling it and you're getting kind of close to your ears. This Wavytalk is just way quieter. It sounds like a regular hair dryer, so it's very easy to listen to. The other thing, I think it's just as powerful, if not more powerful. And again, with the curling, I noticed just how fast it kind of grabbed onto my hair and worked. All the other tools, my hair dried and styled very quickly, but especially with the curling, it was like instant grabbing on my hair. So they made it a lot quieter, just as, if not more powerful. Also, like the heat setting on here, it definitely gets very hot if that's what you want. The cool shot, there's like a very quick and like a big difference in the temperature. I also love how the light, it lights up, so you can kind of visually see that as well, or just like a reminder in the mirror to like what heat temperature you're on. Also, this button is great how you just have to use your one finger. You don't have to like search around and use your thumb for a cool shot or anything like that. You're turning it on, cool shot, turn it off. It's very simple right here. I also think this is a bit lighter than the Shark FlexFusion, because with that one, I feel like my arm and wrist get a little bit tired, where this one, although it still has some weight to it and it's nicely made. I'm not gonna say this is like a lightweight type of thing, but this is a lot more comfortable to hold on to and style my hair with. Overall, I'm really impressed with the Wavytalk Airshape Pro, and for me, it performed as well or better than the Shark FlexFusion. I know I have some practice to do with like an air styling product in general, but I definitely think the quality and the value is here. So definitely check this out.